So like, it's written on a piece of paper somewhere. I'm not really a big fan of Latin, so no offense to the Latin people of the universe, but um, it's like, this is my body. Hocus Pocus is based on Hoc Est. Anyway. So like, but like all of the like clergymen and like popes and bishops of the universe who think that they are like using the power of Christ and like, you know, have figured out how it works, they're all basically just, they all hide their secret weakness, which is the fact that they don't know how the Jews control them. So I've got all of the ex-Christian faith people, and I get all of their offshoots, the Catholics and whatever. Not all. I mean, I've got like a lot of them. You know, the converts, or all of the ex people who aren't a part of that faith anymore, who understand that that's a part of this whole story thing. And like all of us are united against the Jews, because after you refine the entire story of existence, the Jews are just the bad guys. And so if you're Jewish and you're not, and you don't think that you're the bad guy, then take a serious look at your religion, and understand that that a lot of people are 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 trying to withhold their knowledge of a certain spirit world continuity that's going on. And so they're probably up in arms right now, and like, oh, we got to figure out how to do something so that we can like control whatever. We've got to control the dream world and whatever. But they've already lost, and so I got a little upset while watching Mad Men, and like there's all this like Jewish like or Zionic. There's all this Zionic nationalism, I guess, going on, where they're like, oh, and then, you know, somebody's singing about like, you know, this, that, and it's like, oh man, do I really have to fucking hear this shit again? It's like, it's like like I would really like to conduct. I would really like to come up with a stage play, or a presentation where some Jew is like talking about like, you know, the hardships of the Jewish people and of the Israelites, and then a Native American comes on stage and is like, yeah, okay, my turn, right? And the Jewish person's like, okay, whatever, and like, oh, whatever with you? What's your fucking problem? You know, I got some like, there is some stuff going on in America. You want to get Americans to help you? How about Americans? You want the Americans to help you and feel sorry for you? I want them to feel sorry for me, right? And then a black person comes up on stage and is like, whoa, what are you guys talking about? And then the Native American is like, whoa, I think I've checked you already. And the black person's like, hey, I guess so, right? And then the Jewish person's like, whoa. And then like, let's see, who can come out? We'll just leave those three up there, right? And so like, So at the end of the day, they take off all of their costumes and they're all Japanese people, right? And they're like, ha ha ha, we were Japanese people, like just pretending to be black, you know. And they would take off their like black face, and like the other guy would take off his red face, and the Jewish guy would like. There's the opportunity for like racist comedy here is like. It's like all of the people in the spirit world are like, oh, we could really make a lot of jokes out of this, but I'm withholding from it, and they're just like rolling in the aisles. But like, the Jewish person would take off his air of let's see, what can I say? Because it's like the Jewish person would just stop using his accent, right? So like, because he's Japanese. So like, let's see. I think that's pretty good. That's not too bad, you know. He looks good. You can tell he's black without me coloring it in, you know. And you can tell she's Jewish without my, you know, doing like any of the obvious like racially like offensive things. See, I have to explain this really quick. I grew up an atheist. And when I like when I first encountered Judaism, I just thought it was a part of like, I just considered it to be a part of the losers, because when you're an atheist, you see all of these different religions claiming that their religion. You see all of these different religions you see all of these different religions where the people of the religion claim that their religion is the true religion. And once you see that happening, you pretty much, once you see that happening, it looks like none of them know what's going on. It looks like none of them know what's going on. So, like, as a child, I viewed this universe of religion, and I viewed this universe of all of these different religions claiming that their religion is the actual religion, the actual way the universe is, and I ruled all of them to be null and void. So when I first encountered Jewish people, I just thought, oh, they're just losers. And I didn't think that they're losers, but like, oh, they're part of the people who don't see that other people exist. And excuse me, like, I saw them, and they just looked like people who didn't. And they, like, when I first encountered Judaism, it presented to me as a bunch of people who didn't recognize that all of these other religions exist. And I was like, you know, I guess, like, if you're like you're raised Jewish, and you consider yourself to be Jewish, then you just have children and you raise your children, or that then when you have children, you raise them to be Jewish also. So it seemed fine to me, and like, you know, I saw Schindler's List, and I was like, wow, like, you know, that's pretty fucked up, right? And then, like, you know, I saw a lot of Holocaust films, and, like, I saw maybe some TV shows that covered it. And, you know, like, after Schindler's List, I started to feel, like, upset that, like, there was all these Jewish films that just showed Jewish people dying and no one fighting. And I realized that there's this, like, this weird, like, conspiracy, or this weird agenda that the Jewish people have, where they present themselves as being these, you know, horrible victims. And, oh, no, we didn't even fight back. We just all were slaughtered, and feel pity for us, right? And finally, The Pianist comes out, and I see that, and it's excellent. I'm like, yes. So I did feel like, you know, I felt some sympathy for the Jews. I felt some sympathy for the Jewish people. I felt some sympathy for Jews, and then, you know, I saw Marathon Man, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, Zell he's a horrible person, and Nazis are bad. You know, I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark as a kid, and they present, you know, Nazis are bad, and Jews are ghosts, and they come out of the Ark and possess people and make them melt, right? So, like, you know, I was like, okay, the Jews they're just a religious, Jews are just a group of people who believe that the universe is a certain way, and people hate them for some reason, right? And then, like, and then recently, like, I solved the puzzle of existence and won the Secret God contest, and all of a sudden, all of these Jewish spirits come out and are like, oh, ho, 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 we're gonna try and control you, you know? You know, I was writing stuff down, and my hand whips away, like, beyond my control, and I'm like, what the fuck, right? And, like, all of these Jewish spirits start trying to, like, fuck me up, and so I had to dismantle all of their power, and now I'm just informing the universe that, yeah, all of that Jewish magic doesn't work anymore, because all of these people exist, you know? Like, these people all exist. So, we're all the users, and we're incorporated now. I'm our leader, and everybody follows my edicts, and so big changes, you know. I need Fiona Apple to call me or email me so that we can meet. Like, my other YouTube postings haven't really gotten her attention yet, but I hope this one will. Let's see. So anyway. So all of this weird, like, mystical stuff was happening, and the Jews were, like, beating me up and stuff because they secretly controlled the Christians and the Muslims, and so I was facing the Christians, the Muslims, and the Jews all in one big Jew force, right? Then I realized that I could, you know, tap into the Egyptian, the Norse, the Greek, and the Buddhist, and the Native American spirits, or the natives of this land, or the spirits of the natives of this land. Go away. The spirits, hey, the spirits of the natives of this land, and also the Irish people, and I incorporated all of us together, and we're kicking all of these people's asses and converting them, and everything's working out fine.